Zoe and Bailey make cauliflower fried rice.
Hello, my name is Dr. Tammy Hendriksz. I'm a pediatrician and a professor of medicine at Torrey University, California. I am thrilled today to be joined by my two children. Can you say your name and how old you are?
I'm Zoe, and I am 10 years old. I'm Bailey. I'm in third grade, and I am 8.
Fantastic. So Zoe and Bailey are going to work with me today as we give you a healthy cooking demonstration. Girls, what are we making today?
Cauliflower fried rice.
That's right, cauliflower fried rice. I love cauliflower fried rice because it is quick and easy and incredibly healthy. It is a one-pan meal, so the cleanup is a breeze as well. And it is so vegetable forward, just chock full of veggies. Every time I feed the kids a meal, I always make sure that they have at least one serving of fruits and vegetables. With cauliflower fried rice, the meal is vegetables, which is pretty fantastic. Girls, can you tell us what the ingredients are?
1 tablespoon of oil.
So 1 tablespoon of oil. The heart healthiest oils that you can use are olive oil and canola oil.
1 large cauliflower.
1 large cauliflower. We'll be ricing the cauliflower so you can see how we do it at home. But nowadays you can also buy frozen cauliflower that's already been riced, which is fantastic.
1/4 onion.
A quarter of an onion, diced up really small. My kids don't like onions. I have to say I'm not a big fan of raw onions either. But when you dice them really small and you cook them, it helps to add a really great savory flavor to your cooking.
1 to 2 cloves of garlic.
1 to 2 cloves of garlic, once again diced up really small.
1 to 2 eggs.
1 to 2 eggs. We're going to scramble those up. I have one child who loves eggs, one child who doesn't like eggs. I like to add eggs to this dish, even though it is a vegetarian dish, so it'll be ovo-vegetarian, because it helps to increase the protein level. And Zoe will even eat some of the little bits of scrambled eggs that get in there. What's our next ingredient?
1 cup peas and diced carrots.
That's right. You can get the pack of frozen peas and carrots. We just had a pack of peas in the freezer, and then I grabbed some baby carrots that I cut up for this.
4 tablespoons of soy sauce.
Yeah, and then that's our flavoring, is the soy sauce. Ideally, you'd be using low sodium soy sauce, once again, just to be as heart healthy as you can be for your family. So, as we get started, what is the very first thing we do before we cook every single time?
Wash our hands.
Wash our hands, absolutely. So we're going to go to the kitchen and wash our hands. I'm going to ask Bailey, do you think you could scramble the egg for us? Fantastic. And while Bailey is scrambling the egg, do you think you can rice the cauliflower for us?
Sure.
So much enthusiasm. So Zoe's going to enthusiastically rice the cauliflower for us.
So here you can see Bailey is pouring out 2 eggs that have been scrambled into a pan that has just a little bit of olive oil in it. She is going to add a little bit of salt and start to scramble that. While she's doing that, Zoe is ricing the cauliflower. And in order to rice the cauliflower, most food processors have a couple different attachments. They have the grater attachment, which is the one that we're using here. You can use it to grate cheese or grate all kinds of vegetables. Or you can use just the regular attachment, the blades attachment. Either one will work just fine. I like the grater attachment because it does give it a little bit more of that riced texture. Now, as I was saying, I love riced cauliflower. I find it as a fantastic way to kind of sneak vegetables into my kids' diets. When I am making a meal that has rice as a component, let's say, for example, I am making a meal with burrito bowls, like make your own burrito bowls. I'll cook up our usual brown rice, which is usually what we eat. And then I'll also grab one of those freezer packs of cauliflower rice, or I'll rice up a cauliflower if we happen to have one in the fridge, and I'll add it to the brown rice. I'll cook it up and add it to the brown rice in a 50-50 mixture, and that way nobody can really tell the difference in the rice, but I know that as my kids eat it, and like I said, in those make your own burrito bowls, I'll serve up some black beans, beans, maybe some chicken, some salsa, some roasted veggies, maybe some cheese, and then everybody at the table gets to add what they want. But I know that when they're eating the rice, they're getting that good, healthy serving of vegetables along with it. So that is just one of my quick tips of sneaking in those veggies with kids and using more of that cauliflower fried rice. So here we can see the eggs are just about done being scrambled, and Zoe has almost completely riced that full cauliflower, just doing the finishing touches there. And then once the eggs are scrambled, we will take them out of the pan and put them into our serving dish. I like to leave as few dirty dishes as possible. And then we'll add a tiny bit more oil to the pan, and add in the onions. And so here Zoe is browning the onions. So you want to get the onions so that they are starting to look translucent, nice and clear in color. Then we'll add the garlic. And then we'll cook up the onions and the garlic for a while, once again, until the onions just get a little bit more translucent. One of my time-saving techniques for using garlic is to actually mince it up once I get a large garlic clove. Mince it all up at once, and then store it in the fridge. I'll add a little bit of salt for preservative and put a little bit of oil on top, and then it's good to go. I can just scoop out some anytime I need to cook. Here we see the kids have added the riced cauliflower, and so Zoe is just stirring it up along with the onions and the garlic that are already in the pan. So making sure that it's all nice and mixed together. She's stirring quite a lot. You don't have to stir this dish quite that much, but it makes it fun and exciting for the kids, and so I'll do whatever I can to keep them engaged with it. Here Bailey is adding the soy sauce. The soy sauce is really, along with the onions and the garlic, it is our seasoning for this dish. So Zoe's going to stir in the cauliflower rice, the soy sauce, the onions, and the garlic. This usually cooks up within another 3 to 4 minutes. If it takes about 3 minutes or so to get those onions nice and translucent, this is probably another 3 to 4 minutes for the cauliflower to cook up and absorb some of that soy sauce. I will say getting the kids involved in cooking is such a fantastic way to really get them excited about what we're going to eat. You saw Bailey steal a little piece of carrot there, which is fantastic, right? It's just all eating vegetables. She feels like she's sneaking something, but she's sneaking a vegetable, and so I will be all for that any time of day or night. So adding up those fresh baby carrots that I cut up, and now adding in the frozen peas, and then we're just going to cook this for another couple of minutes. And then once the peas have warmed all the way through and the carrots are at the consistency and texture that we want, we add back in those scrambled eggs that Bailey scrambled earlier. I usually chop up the eggs a little bit so that it can be broken up and spread throughout the dish. And then make sure that everything is really well mixed together. And then we can start putting it into our serving dish. Nice and easy. So this is really a meal that comes together so
there
quickly.
We have it. Cauliflower fried rice. Thanks to Zoe and Bailey. Now, it is hot. Let's give it a little moment to cool before we taste it. I always laugh because on cooking shows, they often will sprinkle a little bit of green on the top, right? Maybe some scallion, maybe some chopped up flat leaf parsley. And I laugh because my girls are better about it now. But it used to be, if there was anything green on the plate at all, they would say, "What is that?" So instead of sprinkling something green on, you could sprinkle something else on that you know that your kids like. That might make something that's new to them more appetizing. So if you wanted to cook up just a single piece of bacon or two and chop it really small, sprinkle that on top, that's a great addition. Might make it more appeasing to kids.
I like it with chicken.
Yes, Zoe really likes it with chicken, so we will often cook up some
it with cheese.
chicken. I don't think we've ever had it with cheese, but we could try it with cheese. That would be something. All right, girls, let's all, here, put your hand underneath it. Let's all take a bite together and try this. You got it, Bailey?
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Hot.
Hot. What do you think?
Delicious.
Delicious. What do you think, so? Yummy, right? There you have it. Thanks so much.
Both girls cleaned their plates. What a fun, easy, and healthy meal. Hope you enjoyed it.